let's talk about betting on you. Betting on you. Betting on you is not arrogance. It's remembrance. It's you remembering who you are. It's the moment you decide to trust your inner knowing over external uncertainty. Let me say that again. It's the moment, betting on you is the moment that you decide, you make a choice to trust your inner knowing, what you know on the inside, the deepest inside of you, over trusting external things on the outside, uncertainty, right? I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to trust my inner knowing versus I don't know how this is going to work because this is what it look like out here. It's choosing self-belief after seasons of doubt, disappointment, and deferred dreams. When we going through those seasons of hard times, we going through those seasons of some type of tragic loss or some loss of some kind, that's when betting on you starts to be thinking like, I don't know if I can bet on myself because this happened. No. No. It's choosing you after that season, okay? Where doubt, disappointment, the season of doubt, the season of disappointment. And when I say seasons, I don't mean a whole year. A season can be a freaking week, right? This whole week was just a season of freaking chaos. A season could be a whole month. A season can be a whole year for some. Whatever your season that you in, the season of doubt, disappointment, deferred dreams that you trying to go for and ain't even like, dang, I didn't make that dream. I didn't get to do that in this time frame, right? That's when you need to choose yourself right after those seasons. That's when you need to bet on yourself. Choose yourself after those seasons. Betting on you means no longer outsourcing your confidence to validate timing or approval. Somebody need to write that down. I'm gonna say it again real quick. Betting on yourself means you no longer outsource your confidence to validate timing or approval. I'm not gonna go ahead and watch Greater Grand Rising so he could hype me up and tell me I'm confident. I'm not gonna call Mom Dukes and I'm gonna call this person so they can boost my confidence up. It means that you no longer contracting, relying on, depending on others or anything outside of you for your confidence or timing or approval. Come on, somebody, right? You become the evidence where you were waiting on. Let me become the evidence that I'm looking for. Let me become that motivation. And even if you're doing something to get you forward, to bet on you, you're doing something more than you did before. Come on, somebody. The choice often comes after loss of some type. Often, not always. After trusting others more than yourself. After giving chances to situations that never honored your worth. Betting on you is a reclamation of power. I'm gonna say it again. Betting on you is a reclamation of power. And when I say reclamation, I mean the process of claiming something back or reasserting a right. I'm claiming and reasserting my right over me and betting on me. It's saying you may not have every answer, but you trust your capacity to learn, adapt, rise, and overcome. You may not have every answer, okay? Somebody put in the comments, I may not have every answer, but that's okay, right? But I'm trusting my capacity, my ability. I'm trusting me to learn, adapt, rise, and overcome. Spiritually betting on you is alignment. Let me rephrase that. Spiritually betting on yourself is alignment. It's placing your energy behind your truth. When you bet on you, you stop negotiating with fear. I know that hit somebody. They just hit me right then and there. When you bet on you, you stop negotiating with fear. You better stop negotiating with fear. Why in the world are you negotiating with fear? You know the policy with, well, the policy that they say they got in the United States. We don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't negotiate with fear. I need to let me write that down, because that's gonna be a whole nother one. I don't negotiate with fear. I'm gonna write that down right now. I don't negotiate with fear. That should be a mantra. I don't negotiate with fear. 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 Ting. Okay. When you bet on you, you stop negotiating with fear. I don't negotiate with fear. All right, that was the last time, okay? No, it ain't. Because sometimes we need to keep saying it over and over and over again. Come on, you hear the ding, right? Because I don't negotiate with fear. I need to say that loud, proud. And even if you kind of feel weird saying it, I don't negotiate with fear. Maybe you need to write it on your mirror. Maybe you need to write it on an index. Write it somewhere where you look at more often than not. Okay? Write it on an index card. Put it by the light switch. Somewhere you go, the doorknob. I don't negotiate with fear. Okay? So that way you remember and remind yourself, I don't negotiate with fear. Come on, somebody. Feel like preaching up in here. When you bet on you, you stop negotiating with fear and start collaborating with faith. Yeah, I know that was a word right there. Collaborating with faith. I need to write that one down. Collaborating with faith. What does it mean to collaborate with faith? Boy, oh boy. Let me write that down. Collaborating with faith. You understand that belief is not passive hope. Passive hope. It's not that. Belief is action backed by integrity. Come on. This is not about certainty. It's about commitment. It's not about certainty. It's about commitment. It's not about certainty. It's about commitment. Bars right there, y'all. Commitment to show up even when the outcome is unclear. Commitment to honor your intuition even when even when crowds of doubt is present. Commitment to honor your intuition even when crowds of doubt is present. How do you honor your intuition? How do you honor your intuition in the midst of crowds of doubt? Now, this ain't to beat you up, and I don't want you beating yourself up. This is for awareness purposes only, for growth, for development, right? Commitment to invest in your growth, even when the returns are delayed. Commitment. Somebody say commitment. Commitment to invest in your growth, even when the returns are delayed. You ever invested into something, and you expecting the investment to come back? It's like loaning somebody money, right? And I'm not talking about those who don't pay. I'm talking about those who pay back, right? And you loaning somebody some money, and they reliable, but they call you and they tell you, not at the last minute, but they tell you something. Listen, I ain't gonna be able to pay you back on X day. Such and such happened. Not sure why it happened or whatnot, but I'm gonna pay you back. but it's not going to be on that day. Okay. But I'm going to get you. You know, my word is good. Okay. You know, they're going to pay you back. Right. You know it. You know they go for it. Circumstances didn't happen. Right. But it ain't going to be on the day they told you. They probably gave you a future date. Right. So commitment to invest in your growth, even when returns are delayed. Even when I commit into myself and my growth, my development, I'm expecting to see the growth and development at this time, but I don't see it at that time at all, right? I need that type of commitment, even if I don't receive the return when I am expecting it. Betting on you is choosing to be loyal to who you are becoming. Are you loyal to yourself? Are you loyal to your future self? Are you loyal to who you are becoming? This is what it looks like in everyday life. You make decisions based on inner alignment instead of external pressure. I'm making decisions on my inner alignment versus external pressures. External pressures being, they said this got to be done at this time. He's saying this, she's saying that. No. What is my inner alignment saying, speaking to me? It looks like you are investing time and energy and resources into your personal growth. Betting on you says no to opportunities that compromise your integrity. Betting on you is you taking responsibility for your path without blaming the circumstances. Betting on you is you continuing forward even when support is minimal or non-existent. Betting on you is you trusting yourself to recover, recalibrate, and rise after setbacks. Betting on you is you recovering, recalibrating, and rising after setbacks. Betting on you is you choosing courage over comfort. You choosing courage over comfort in moments that define direction. What does that mean? In this moment right here, whatever decision I make, it will be a defining direction that I'm going. Imagine yourself in a tall weeds of grass, like a corn forest or a cornfield. And imagine that machine coming through and making a path and getting that corn out the way, right? That's a defining direction. So you know I ain't gonna leave you without asking yourself some questions. So the questions I have right now that I would ask myself, or you should ask yourself, is this. Where have you hesitated to trust yourself fully? This is not to beat you up. So don't beat yourself up. This is for awareness, growth, and development. Where have you hesitated? You did a pump fake. You know what I mean? You did a stutter step, right? Where have you hesitated to trust yourself fully? What would change if you place your belief behind your own potential? What fear are you ready to stop letting decide for you? What fear are you ready to stop letting decide for you? I'm going to take my decision-making abilities and power away from fear. Which fear is that I'm taking it away from? I'm taking it from all of them. But to go deeper though, what fear specifically are you ready to stop letting decide for you? We're talking about betting on you. Betting on you. If you're listening to this message and you made it this far, this message is for you. And the message is, trust yourself to lead your life with clarity, courage, and integrity. Trust yourself to lead you into clarity, integrity, and courage. And I'm not telling you the road gonna be easy, because it might be a little difficult, because some of us fighting against ourselves, right? We're going through things and we making decisions, but as you move forward, every step will give you clarity and more strength than before. You are your safest investment. Invest in you.